Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my corner of the internet.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm doing well. My name is Jason, in case you didn't know, and as evidenced by the half-naked man standing in front of me, we are playing some more of the Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Last time, we went ahead and we completed a few quests, and or at least a quest, and we went ahead and looted some stuff, and we ended up, filling up our inventory nice, and actually by quite a bit. So today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be dropping some stuff off. Honestly, I should be selling some of this stuff, to be very honest. But I'm a bit of we'll say a hoarder, unfortunately. Actually, yeah, I'm kind of a hoarder. I especially want to keep the books. I like keeping books, and especially when I get my own place, I want to be able to put them all over the shelves. But for the time being, we're just going to have to deal with this. So give me a moment while I clear up my inventory. Then we're going to go ahead and talk to Caius and get started on some sort of adventure. All right, well, in the spirit of me, I've decided to hang on to, like, everything because, hey, I want to go ahead and, I want to keep my options open. I want to have lots of options. But one thing I do want to do is now that we do have the Mark and Recall spells, I'm going to go ahead and cast Mark right here. And what this is going to do is if we go ahead and look at our little mini-map here, it's a little bit hard to see, but if you see the little white X here on the map, that indicates that this is now our Mark point. So anytime we cast the Recall spell, whether through the spell that we can cast here or through the Amulet I have on me, we can go ahead and teleport back to this point no matter where we're at. So that's going to make, we'll say, doing questing here for Mr. Caius a little bit easier. I'm going to step on these books while we go ahead and talk to him. With any luck, he'll also take that Progress of Truth book from us, and that'll lighten things up a little bit. So, hey, Mr. Cosades, how are you doing? Are you here to discuss your orders, Alexis? Or is there something else you want? Yes, I want to discuss the orders. I have your report, and I'll make copies of your notes from Hlaalu and the Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to Journeyman. You're doing good work. And here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. And go do some jobs for the guilds or other freelance work, just to keep your cover story current. Or get some training. Then, when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders for you. Alright, sounds good. Journal's been updated. We got 200 gold. You know what? Actually, yeah. I want to go ahead and I want to do some other things here. Currently, let's see, we're level 2. What are our main skills? We don't have... I was actually thinking about going ahead and training up block a little bit, because we do have a shield that we're currently not using. Why are we not using this? There we go. There we go. We do have our shield. I'm
listening.
We do have a shield, and I think it would be kind of nice to have that that built up, just because that is something that has been part of our character since Arena, that we have used a shield, and block will increase agility. So there we go. That's great. It's going to contribute towards our levels, and it's going to bring up agility, which we still want to bring up. Now we also do want to. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember the last time we actually had our stuff repaired, our equipment repaired. And I actually do want to start, since we have our speed at 100, I kind of want to start bringing up some other attributes. I think because of my nature, we're going to want to bring up a strength a little bit as well. So, yes, we've seen this. Beneath Red Mountain, Lord Dagoth sleeps, but when he wakes, we all shall rise, and the dust will blow away. Serve your Lord Dagother. The sixth house is risen, and Dagoth is its glory. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the armorer, and I'm going to go ahead and get some hammers, and we're going to work on our armorer skill. Just to build up our strength a little bit. We'll get a few hammers. I don't know, 5 sounds about good. How much is that going to cost us? 107. Not too bad, actually. For 100, how's that? Come on, 100. There we go. All right, so I'll go ahead and do a few errands around town, and then I'll be back when we've got our next sort of quest that we're going on. All right, so I've went ahead and I actually got some training actually I got a little bit of training in both block and armor. My block is now up at 20. Hopefully that means that we'll be blocking a little bit more frequently. Now, the reason why I decided to use the armorer's hammers and repair things myself is it cost me a grand total of about 400 gold, which actually means that it was cheaper to repair things myself. And on top of that, it also helped boost up my armor skill which will give me multipliers towards strength on my next level up, which means I'll be able to get a much higher multiplier. So it's just overall, we'll say, a better idea for me to just repair my own equipment. I decided I wanted to go ahead and we'll say do a House Hlaalu quest. So we've come back here to our we'll say the house.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
And we're gonna go ahead and talk to Nileno Dorvain, who will likely give us our next quest here. Let's see. I keep business going here in Balmora while the Hlaalu counselors are away, which is most of the time. Well, let's see here. Actually, do you offer training? Short blade, light armor, and security. What is my security? Because I've got 4. Oh, actually, I had about 4,000 after I did some training stuff. So I had a decent amount of gold before I went ahead and I did a bunch of training. Security, I'm still sitting at about 32. I'd like it to be a little bit higher. Let's see, what else do you... Light armor actually wouldn't be a bad idea. So maybe we'll get... actually, I'm going to go ahead and train 1 point into light armor. And we're also going to train another point or 2 into security. There we go. Spend some money, get some points, levels up, and it's going to get us closer to a level up, rather. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about business here. I need someone to visit an apothecary in Vivec and acquire certain alchemical formulas. Oh, well, do tell me more. Go to Vivec, again, to the shop of Orain Furnace. Find some of her notes or formulas and bring them back to me. While you're there, you might want to pay a visit to Adreno Arethi. Why would I want to talk to them? She's a loyal member of House Hlaalu who lives in Vivec. She may have some business opportunities for you. Okay, so basically she's telling me who my Hlaalu contact in Vivec would be, if I wanted to go ahead and talk to them. Can you tell me more about the target here? Orain Furnace. Her shop is in the foreign quarter of Vivec. You can take the Silt Strider there or have the Mage's Guild teleport you. Help us by stealing some of her alchemical formulas. Alright, sounds good. We're gonna head on over to Vivec. But, you know, before we do, let's go ahead and quick save here. I do have some souls here that have been sort of trapped. And I think that, you know, maybe we could go ahead and make an enchanted item or 2 out of them. Do I have a spare ring sitting around? I do not have a spare unit of clothing or anything. I'll need a ring of some sort or something to enchant. This looks like a clothier over here. They probably have some cheap common ring I can go ahead and buy. Jason, you got a bunch back at KSS. Yes, I know, but I don't feel like going all the way over there. Jason, you could just cast recall. Yeah, I still don't feel like it. Extravagant ruby amulet. Well, that's extravagant. I really don't want to be using that. Here, common ring. I'll pay the 2 gold you want for it.
So what's this?
All right. I want to enchant something with the jump spell effect. Because that's a really nice way to get around. So let's try using some of our petty soul gems right now. Let's make an enchanted item out of this common ring, and let's see what kind of jump effect can we get. Let's see, on self, I would like a decent duration. So 0 to 0 for, we're probably only going to get, geez, 1. So we get 1 point of jump for 12 seconds. That's about the best we can get. Now we can cast this repeatedly, so I'm wondering, can we lower this down to maybe 5? And get at least a 2 to 3? Yeah. So 2 to 3 for 5 seconds. This is a pitiful jumping ring, but you know what? We're gonna go ahead and try it. So we'll call it the jump. You know, let's stay with the conventions for now. Jump ring. There we go. It's a terrible ring. It's not going to give us much of a boost, but it'll help with our enchantment anyways. So we only have a 46% chance of completion of doing this successfully. Let's try it. The jump ring. Yes, we created the jump ring. So now, instead of just jumping this high, we can jump this high. There's an improvement, trust me. I can totally tell. Can't you tell? This is... yeah, I've got to get a little bit better with my my enchanting.
Yes, madame.
Alright, so anyways, let's go ahead and head off to Vivec. And I will continue to jump and use my jump ring to give me a slight edge in jumping. Once my enchant skill gets a little bit higher, then hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and create some really great things. I could have used that extravagant amulet, but since my enchant skill is already, or it's not already, but since it's still pretty low, 31, you know, it's we don't have the skill to really make a much better ring. So I'd like to go ahead and travel to Vivek, if you please.
Where would you like to go?
My money just keeps dropping. Oh, that's right. I did get some training. My bad. All right, we've arrived at Vivek, and it's nice and during the day. Nice. Another thing I'd like to get. There's a I've got to find it. There's a spell. I know for a fact in the expansion content, in the Tribunal expansion, there is a spell that allows you to fortify. Wait, is it skills? Yeah, I need to find a spell that will fortify attributes. And what that will allow me to do is I'll be able to start enchanting stuff with maybe like enchant speed, and I'll be able to make my own sort of brand of boots of blinding speed. Now, where do we want? Ooh, do I have a bounty on my head? I need to talk to a guard right now. I do not have a bounty on my head. Guard guy. Hey, how's it going?
Make this official, Outlander. Move along.
Go about your business, but I'm watching you. All right, I am looking for someone in particular. I'm looking for Orain. Holy crap. Ferrerness. If I liked you better, then I might tell you. Oh, is that how it's going to be? I gotta. Okay, here. Have 10 gold. I hear you, Alexis. Yeah, now are you going to tell me? Her shop is on the west side by Jobash's Rare Books. Ah, okay. I know where that is. But I'll ask you about it just so that I can get maybe the journal entry. So Jobash's is right there. So it's and Dilu Drothrin? Oh, okay. I see where her shop is. Is it so it's not here. It's not down the hall. It's wait, where is it? Is this it? Black Shulk Corner Club. Oh, I was going to the wrong side altogether. I'm an idiot. There it is. I see it.
You may speak.
Why, thank you. Thank you. All right, so this is the lady we need to somehow steal something from, some formulas, because so there we go, her recipes, because holy crap, this is a small room. They really need you to be at a certain skill level for this, don't they? All right, we'll need the blur ring and the thief ring, and we'll probably need her to turn her head. Can you look the other way, please, lady? Well, let's read it while we're taking it. A potion to cure common disease is another frequent request. These are quite simple to make here in Vardenfell and often cheaper, as grave dust is far more plentiful and better preserved by these fastidious Dunmer. So she's actually using the grave dust in her potion. Mix equal parts grave dust and green lichens. Heat over a low flame until the mixture turns brown. Notes: Daedra skin is just as effective, but very expensive. Chokeweed can be used in an emergency. Research notes on curing blight diseases. So far, the only mixtures I've found to be even partially effective is scrib jelly and ash salts. Interesting. I'll have to keep that one in mind. These ingredients are not too hard to find, but the ratio needs some adjustment and the potion is not fully effective. Sweet. We're done. That was it. Really? All right. That was actually pretty simple. Well, since we've gone ahead and we've done that, why don't we go ahead and use the recall spell. I'm actually going to cast it so I can get a little bit of skill in mysticism. Mysticism, is that one of my majors? It is. I should be definitely using that. All right, we're out of here. All right, so basically we warped back to Balmora. Because, you know, we had marked that location. That's where it sent us. And I'll need to throw the jump ring on a hotkey. I'm out of hotkeys, though, so I guess I'll just have to access it when I'm about to go ahead and do a little bit of a trip. All right, so I'll see you guys back at the Hlaalu Manor. Hey there, I found those recipes you wanted. Have you acquired Orain's alchemical formulas? Yes. Do you have the formulas from Orain Ferrerness? I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, here they are. Yes, excellent. You can keep the formulas. I will make a copy and deliver it to the loyal Hlaalu alchemists in Vivek. Cool. Do we have any more? Actually, can I barter with you? Ooh, I can get master's stuff from you. Cool. What about my reward? Do I get a reward? Is there an option for reward? No, there isn't. You're not going to give me anything. Really? Gee, thanks, lady. What about business? Do you have any more business for me? A rival of House Hlaalu gets his wealth from an egg mine. I need someone to destroy this rival's wealth by killing the queen in the Ananias egg mine. Alright, tell me more. A rival of mine in House Hlaalu gets his wealth from the Ananias egg mine. It is just across the mountains east of Saran. Go there and kill the Kwama queen and ruin my rival's business. There won't be any miners to deal with this time of year, and I doubt the mine will recover. Now, can you tell me about Saran? I'm just curious, you know. It's a busy port on the north shore of Lake Masabi, in the northwest corner of the Scadian Isles. You can get there by going east from Pelagiad and around the north side of the Dren Plantation, following the roads east until you reach Saran. You can also take a silt strider there from Molegmar or Vivek. Okay. So we want to get to the egg mine. It's just across the mountains east of Saran. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at our map here. Saran is over here. Wait, where is it? There we go, east of Saran. So it's actually over here somewhere. So we want to get to Saran. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, I hate having to spend money on travel. Okay. Athletics increased to 32. How close am I to leveling up? I'm still only 5. All right. Well, I'd like to build up my athletics and my acrobatics, so I'm actually going to manually travel there. I know it's going to take a little bit of time, but my reasoning for this is, well, say twofold. One, I want to build up my character. Two, I kind of wanted to sort of enjoy the scenery. And 3, I think I'm at 3. If you haven't noticed, I believe I'm coming down with a cold here. My throat is actually really killing me. So this is going to be a shorter episode overall. But I figured, you know, if I'm not really able to talk, I can at least make some progress on the character while I'm traveling. Sort of build my voice up, and then I'll come back to you guys once we get to Saran or a new area that we haven't traversed yet. So I'll be back with you guys momentarily. Alright, so that was actually a lot shorter than I thought it would be. We've actually not traveled this part together. This is the road here to Saran. There we go, we're right about here. We're by the fields of Kumu, which we have seen together, but this path here we have not been on together. It's interesting we'll say to put things that way, to be like, yeah, we haven't been this place together. It's I don't know, it's kind of funny to, we'll say, refer to it as such. What am I being attacked by? I hear the combat music, so I know something is coming after me. I'm just gonna keep moving. Eventually, it'll show up behind me, or it's stuck on something, and we won't ever have to worry about it. Which I'd be fine with. Now, actually, that's interesting. I don't seem to remember there being a shrine on the way to Saran. Okay, you know what? I want to get rid of this thing. So, oh, there we go. I see it. It's a cliff racer. But I went ahead and I crouched and I used the blur ring, so it's no longer coming after me. So the Fields of Kumu Shrine. What does this thing do? Here in the Fields of Kumu, Vivek acted as a beast of burden for a poor farmer who could not harvest muck sponge after his guar died. Interesting. Now that one doesn't provide any effect, but it's kind of like one of those little plaques you see, like those historical plaques. At this location, so-and-so did this historical event. Okay, I see a Kaguti over there. And there's a wood elf here in a pretty nice outfit. Let's okay, let's have a little bit of a chit chat here with him. How are you doing, guy? Thoronor. Hello, please. Might you be of some assistance? My friend is lost and I'm very worried about him. All right, well, can you slow down a little bit? Tell me about your friend. Yes, my friend, Andrus Auril, I don't need to know his name. And I were traveling to Vivek, and he heard a strange animal sound nearby. He's sort of an amateur naturalist, and he felt compelled to seek out what was making the noises. That was hours ago, and I'm afraid something terrible has happened to him. If you could find him and bring him back safely, I'd really appreciate it. I'd go myself, but I'm really more of a scholar, as is he, but... that's why we were traveling together. You know, a little safety in numbers, you know. Can you help? Yeah, I get that, safety in numbers. That's why you guys split up and neither of you have any sort of combat prowess. All right, I'll try to find your friend. Oh, thank you. Truly, I fear for his life. All right. Why can I talk to you about slavery? Slavery is protected by law in Morrowind. Slavery is illegal throughout the Empire and considered barbaric. Slavery has disappeared in Somerset Isles and Valenwood long before their incorporation into the Empire. Most Imperial citizens assume the practice will die out as Morrowind adopts Imperial ways, and the subject excites little passion except among Argonian and Khajiit abolitionists. Outraged that the Empire does little to suppress persistent illegal cross-border slave raiding in southern Morrowind. I don't know if we read this before, but I'm interested. The Empire of Tamriel encompasses the 9 Imperial provinces: Skyrim, High Rock, Hammerfell, Somerset Isle, Valenwood, Elsewhere, Blackmarsh, Morrowind, and the ancient Imperial province itself, Cyrodiil. Dating to the First Era, Cyrodiilic Empire. The Empire is almost 4,000 years ago. Is almost 4,000 years ago? I feel like there's a typo there. But more properly, the current empire dates from the beginning of the Third Era and the crowning of Tiber Septim as Emperor of Morrowind over 400 years ago. The current emperor is Uriel Septim, 24th of the Septim line. Thanks, Guy. Yeah, you did say you were kind of...
stranger, my time is short, so get on with it.
Right, that's why you've been standing here for a few hours looking for your friend. Now, if I remember correctly, this quest, we need to go ahead over this little hill. And over this hill lies, I think there's a few Khaguti and stuff. And, yeah, I see what we have to do. Over here is a Khaguti that we need to go ahead and deal with. Hopefully I'll be able to deal with them. I'm gonna turn on my thief. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Steel Jinx Sword. There we go. Paralyze him, and then drop him with Last Wish. What's your last wish? We'll dispose of the corpse. And I'll use my Steel Jinx Sword on him as well. Oh, it didn't work. Alright, that's fine. A mating Khaguti. Interesting. Those are no ordinary Khaguti. Those are mating Khaguti. They didn't really look like they were mating, man. Thank God for that. Khaguti mating habits. You know, it seems a little bit interesting that, you know, we just ran into mating Khaguti and we found this book on Khaguti mating habits. That's a short book. Let's go ahead and read it. Notes: Khaguti Mating Habits by Edris Orel. Oh, that's the name of the guy. I guess we did need to know his name. Observations made on wild Khaguti in southeastern Morrowind. Khaguti do not seem to travel in large packs as previously believed. Perhaps they group into larger packs when mating season is imminent. Females seem to be dominant sex. Or just dominant sex? Males will bring gifts of food in exchange for mating advantage. Males sometimes attacked. Sometimes attacked what? They are attacked? Yes. I think that's what I mean. Loud vocalizations heard, exchanged, believed to be from males, especially at night. Fascinating. Males do not seem to engage in physical confrontation for reproductive rights. Some posturing, but no conflict. All Khaguti display increased aggressiveness during mating. Must be careful not to be seen. Mating Khaguti found to be increasingly territorial. So, chances are Buddy came along this way and he was eaten. Yep, that's it. We should go back to his friend and tell his friend that, you know, his friend's gone. Or we could come over this hill where I suspect his friend is still alive and well. Or I could be wrong on that. I could have sworn he was still alive. Maybe he's over this next hill. We'll go over this next hill. Aha! There you are. You've been away from your friend for several hours. You couldn't just walk around along the path back to your friend. You had to wait out all the way over here. Whatever. Oh, thank heavens you found me. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't shown up. I've been trapped here by some Khaguti since my friend and I were separated. Tell me about your friend. Ah, you've met Thorinor. Yes, he and I became separated when I went off to investigate some sounds I heard. Of course, it turned out to be a pack of Khaguti that trapped me here. But I see you've taken care of them. Did you notice any distinctive sounds they may have made when you were battling them? They have the most fascinating vocalizations, but enough of that for now. Shall we go back and meet Thorinor? Sure. I think I almost said Thorinir, or did I? Whatever. Sure, let's go ahead. Let's run back, buddy. Let's go back and see your friend. Oh, man. You guys have been separated for like hours. Gee. It's a good thing I came along so that you guys could find each other less than... I don't even know how many feet away you are from each other. Not very far. You probably could have shouted at each other and been like, "Oh no, buddy, help!" But then again, would you have wanted to attract the Kagudi? I suppose not. But there we go. There we go. We have a short quest, and there's another Kagudi over there.
This better be important.
Your journal has been updated. Can we talk to them now? Ah, you found my friend, Edris. Wonderful.
Thank you so much. I can't tell how much this means to me. I'm afraid I don't have much to give you as a reward, but this amulet may help you in your travels. It's helped the two of us get out on a number of occasions. Take care.
Your journal has been updated, and the Amulet of Slow Falling has been added to your inventory. Ooh. Are you going to give me a reward too? It's good to be away from those Kagudi, though. They're really marvelous beasts. Did you notice the coloration? And the large one was a real ripper. Yeah, it totally was. All right, so what is this amulet we got? The Amulet of Slow Falling. 30 points for 10 seconds. It's actually not too bad. If we use that in conjunction with the, what are they called? The Acarian Flight, the Scrolls of Acarian Flight, that's what it is. Then we could really travel quickly here. All right. So we want to head along the path, but what no! I wanted to try something. Okay, come on. Come on, Cliff Racer. There we go. You're dead. All right. If I run from here and I jump and cast Slow Fall, I lose my momentum. Okay. I was kind of hoping I could maintain my speed and sort of glide along by jumping from hill to hill. But it does appear that I run faster than I float. Oh well, that's fine. It'll still be kind of fun. I'm going to run up to this top of this hill and then I'm going to use it to float down to where I want to go. It's a cool view too. We'll probably run into another Cliff Racer before I have a chance to. Alright, we're looking for Seren though. How close are we? We still have a little ways to go. I wonder if we could float the entire way from up on top of one of these hills. That might be it over there. Maybe? Like that, is that Vivek off in the distance? Let me see here. We've got a small river. Yeah, we've got this pond here, which is this little outcropping here. Then we look up here, we see this sort of thing. So that's got to be Vivek. That's cool that we can see this all the way out here. That's cool. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not used to the view distance being so far. I'm used to playing this game pretty vanilla, so it's cool. It's a cool thing for me to see. Like even looking at that, I'm pretty sure we've been there before. Oh, come on, block, kick in at some point. All right, is that Miranda's? Yes, there's an ebony sword there. That's right, it was a long sword though, so it's not really something we can make a whole lot of use of. All right, we'll run along the cliff tops here and then use slow fall to maybe glide down if, you know, oh, hello. Ow. Okay, what I need right now is, restore some fatigue. Because, yeah, there we go. Basically, by increasing my fatigue, I'm pretty sure that's what, allows me to... Actually, I don't really want that. Let's eat it. You know, having the higher fatigues will allow me to not suck. There we go. Sometimes I just struggle with the words there. You're like, I don't know exactly how to put this here. Don't accidentally hit the Amulet of Recall. That would kind of suck. Yeah, we lose some momentum, but hey, you know, we get to fly. That's the cool thing, right? So actually, Seren is over in that direction. Darn it, I fell down the hill. I see Seren over there. All right. I guess we'll just walk on foot. Right after we go ahead and deal with this this Cliff Racer. Now, yeah, I know we've been to Seren before. We must have been there before, right? Let me see. No, it's still... Wait, it's off to my east, right? So... It's on my map, but I'm assuming that it was just put on my map by somebody else. It's not on my map because I visited it before. All right. So yeah, as we're approaching Seren, you can actually see all these slaves. So we know that the people around Seren are we'll say farmers who definitely, we'll say, keep slaves, which also means that I really have no qualms of stealing from them. So, you know, right before we get to Seren, I know I'm actually out of time, but before we get into Seren proper, which is over there, I thought that maybe we could see if they've got anything in their house. In their houses. The Ula's Manor. Ooh. This is a nice looking place you got here. I hear someone walking in the next room, so we'll have to keep things sneaky. Door. Alright, so someone's up on the higher level. What have we got here? An iron ladle. Hlaalu leaf. Yeah, I'll take some of that. Small kwama eggs. Sure, I'll turn those things into potions. Ooh. We've got some more. Nah. Nothing I can use nothing that I know how to use right now. Wickwheat I can use. And, the kwama egg, we can use that as well. Salt rice, we can use that for some potion making. There we go. Lots of salt rice and Hlaalu leaf. Alright, now just in case, I don't think we'll be bartering with anyone in here. You know, just a hunch. But just to make sure I don't have those items in my inventory any longer than, or period. In case I should happen to be in a position where they could tell that I was robbing them, let's go ahead and make some potions here. Salt rice. Ah, darn it. Hlaalu leaf. There we go. Made a couple of restore fatigue potions, although I highly doubt that they would get up in arms about some stolen, we'll say, alchemy ingredients. But who knows? Who knows? All right, is there anything else in here worth stealing? Okay, come up these stairs. More salt rice. More small kwama eggs. Some more stuff to make fatigue potions. There's a lot of stuff for making fatigue potions. I found that they tend to be the most common ingredients, which, you know, is kind of cool. I guess it's kind of a good thing because fatigue management is one of the biggest, I'd say, challenges in Morrowind, is making sure that you've always got a lot of fatigue. You know, when you have low fatigue, you just suck at everything. So being able to create, you know, fatigue potions and stuff like that, it's great. You know, there's still more in this house to explore. I think I probably cut it out. We came up these stairs. There's the front entrance. We're gonna go ahead and continue, we'll say, trying to loot the place next time, and then make our way to Seren and go ahead and try to complete that quest. But for now, I do have to go. My voice is shot. So if you like the video, you like the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, well, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comments section, and until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.